Oh, hello again, traders. I'm not sure whether you heard the first bit. Right. I was about to write a long-winded text on tweet on Twitter, and I thought I'd make a video because there's so much of interest on this chart that I want to talk about, and it's something that I probably haven't mentioned that many times on Twitter. First off, if you can hear that buzzing in the background, that is this actually sending alerts to my phone every time it has a onesie entry, as it were. So what's really important that I don't talk about often is the second test, and the second test being the trade, and how this relates to 3CRs and supply and demand, and how I consider the algos to work. And in the past, prior to getting involved with Onesi's fantastic EA that is creating all these trades and alerts, this probably would have been the trade I would have waited for. 3CR up, check the RSI histo, check the TMA slope, and have a go at that trade. I'm not really that bothered about that anymore, because the more relaxed way to trade is the test pullback. This is the algorithms loading up with buy orders and faking in the long orders, and then the final breakup. It's not a breakout trade per se, it is a proper trade. And when you've studied this for as many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours as I have, since about last October when Onesie created it, or built it for himself and shared it kindly with us, I'm now seeing this second test for what it actually is. And if you look closely here, you've actually got the 3CR, and then you've got the pullback, and then you've got the continuation. And if we look on the 15, you can see that even clearer. And I'll bring up the sorry for all these alerts going off, but this is the story of my life now. Bring up the candles. You can see there's the first test with a 3CR, there's the pullback, and there's the continuation underneath that candle there, and there's the continuation. So it's a 3CR trade, it's a Sonic Dragon trade, it's a momentum trade, it is everything all rolled up into what I would suggest is probably the best possible, safest, most reliable trading method I could ever hope to find. I can't see how we can improve on this. Everything here is so logical to me, it is beyond my wildest hopes, and that's why I'm sharing it really with you. So you know, don't take my word for this. Yesterday's video I showed you how to set this up, even if you're a TradingView user or whatever, or all these other different trading platforms. It will take you 5 minutes. If you follow that video, it'll take you 5-10 minutes, and you can have this up and running for yourself. Simple as that. And everything's free, as you know. So there you go. Get yourself MetaTrader loaded. The EA Train Hopper is on Onesie's feed currently, and Onesie Ilom on my Twitter. Well, on Twitter. You can find a link, you find him via my Twitter feed. Plenty of talk about Onesie on there, and then you're good to go. So this is really important, because this, in my opinion, the first test is, if you like, the buyers testing to see whether it's ready to go, or the algos, whatever way you want to look at it, and then you get the second test, and you'll generally get that push. Note, it failed to make a lower low. You know, you've got this uptrend going on here, and the same here. First test failed to break the previous high, failed to make a higher high, and then it crashes down. And this is, you know, this happens on absolutely everything the same way, not just DAX. Happens on US 30, happens on gold. In fact, I've posted about 5 or 6 charts this morning where we could have had similar entries using anything we wanted. Even BTC on a 5-minute chart worked the same way with Train Hopper. So that's it, guys. And what I find absolutely amazing is I was shown this sort of thought process, if you like, the 1, 2, 3 tests and break. You know, you've got a test, a test, a test, and finally a failure to make a new high and a break. Test, 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 and break. And I was shown this 19 and a half years ago, roughly 20 years ago now, and I was shown that you'd get, 1, 2, 3, 4 tests, and finally, it would fail. It would just be making higher lows. In an up move, it would be making higher lows, because the sellers failed. The seller's momentum was falling off, if you like. And really and truthfully, he talked about supply and demand, sellers, support and resistance, and all that stuff way back then, when really now we can, I believe, and I choose to believe this, that it's the algos just using their own money to fake in short traders for the long move and fake in long traders and frighten them out of the long move until they're ready to go. So they're building their positions. And that's all the 3CR is telling you. The 3CR is saying, right, our intention, if you like, is to go down. That's a 3CR to the short side on that 15-minute chart I showed you just now. And then they push it up again. You could call that the ABC reversal on Elliott wave, if you like, because this will be 3 swings to the upside, those 3 low, high, high, low, high, high. And then it just crashes because the buyers in this instance have lost the battle. Well, in fact, the algos just knew what they were doing right from the start, and we know what the algos are doing now, and that is why we trade it like we do. So that's it, guys. It's all about the 3CR. The dragon is there for belt and braces, and the Onesies, fantastic EA. Thanks, Onesie, and thank Aaron for this as well, and thank you, Dinesh, for the RSI histo alert as well. I mean, how many reasons do you need to think this is a short trade when we have got such a lot of useful information on the chart? Momentum indicator, trend indicator, that's the Sonic R Dragon, and then Onesie's fantastic EA that works on Bollinger Bands. They're not on the chart, but there's a lot of Bollinger technology going on there as well. So, what can you say? We have the ultimate trading machine here, in my opinion, and it works on everything. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. It's Friday. Have a lovely weekend.